Hey guys, welcome to the Prelims Focus News discussion of 27th of June 2017. So let's see the very first news. Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister of Portugal. Just see the location of Portugal, where the Portugal is actually located in Europe, right? So Prime Minister Modi and the Portugal Prime Minister have initiated in Indian Portugal International Startup Hub. What this will do is this will be a mutually supportive entrepreneurship partnership thing, right? Means what happens is if Portugal is doing any good thing in entrepreneurship sector and we are also doing the same thing in there, so we can coordinate our this sector and we can reach the ladder of success in this. So Portugal, why this is very important for us to make as such agreements like this entrepreneurship thing. So because the Portugal has a very high rate of business creation in Europe, and we know that after Brexit, our entry to Europe might lead to Portugal also. Since we are coordinating with Portugal, right? This is the most reason that we are increasing our partnership with these countries, right? So this was all about the news. One more thing guys, one more important as such prelims trivia was given, so I thought of writing it, that Lisbon is hosting the Web Summit. And what is this Web Summit? It is a key international technology conference, right? So which country, if it comes that who hosts this Web Summit, so it will be all about it, right? So you can just learn it, you can remember it or write it in a notes copy and something like that. So let's come to the very next news. It is about the Yettina Hole project, which is in being constructed in Coffee Land. Means so what happens is this is a drinking water project, and the government of Karnataka is taking land from farmers. So basically the farmers here are not that farmers are unhappy over their this land procurement, because the price chart is fixed by the district committee, right? I mean if farmers is telling something that I want this much price, so their thing will not be heard, right? And the district committee themselves are keeping fixing the price. So this is not done for, I mean the farmers are excuse me, unhappy over this, right? So let's see the project. One more prelims focused important news was given is that Yettina Hole, this project is being constructed at river Netravati, which is passing from Karnataka. Just remember it, right? River Netravati. These are the you just have to remember it, all these by things by their heart. So basically what you can do is you can just just look onto this video 2 times, so that will automatically ingrain in your mind. All right. So next news is guys, Kanya Shri scheme for girls in Bengal wins UN award. So basically the West Bengal government had started an initiative which is called Kanya Shri Prakalpa, right? According to which they had it was aimed to reduce the high child marriage rates and also low the female education rates, right? So these are the concern due to which West Bengal government has started an initiative known as Kanya Shri Prakalpa. So according to this initiative, what happens was a cash money of certain amount is being deposited to the girls account for every year, all right, for which they remain in school and were unmarried. If any of the one condition breaks, then the government will not not deposit cash to the girls account, right? So it is this West Bengal government is recognized for this Kanya Shri award by the world body on United Public Service Day, UN Public Service Day, which was being commemorated in June 23rd. So this was all about the news. Next news was guys, there was a very small column in the Hindu which talked about the fire temple. So I thought of writing it, because the question might come that which religion in which religion there is a concept of fire temple. So that will be Parsi Zoroastrians region, right? So this is the main news. And in this what they offers is this is named fire temple because a fire is kept on burning throughout the, I mean 24/7 it is burning, right? They don't let it to I mean, they always let it burning. How do they do it? They make fragrant sandalwood to keep the flame alive. Right? The flame is not dead at any time. It is 27, 24/7, alive. So the concern due to which the fire temp this news was there, because there is a wood shortage to keep the flame alive. It is not alive, sorry, I'm so sorry, it is alive, right? So there is a wood shortage to keep the flame alive. And according to this, there was one of the case study which was being given in this paper, and I thought of including it because you can incorporate this case study in your mains answer as well as in your essay writing, right? So basically there is a Parsian community organization known as Anjuman in Gujarat. What they started doing is like in community land they started planting bawals. Bawals is a kind of tree wood is whose wood is also used to keep the flame alive. All right, and those those woods were going to shortage. That's why they started planting those bawals tree on the community land. And also after seeing this initiative of this Gujarat community, one Mumbai based group also has come forward to make this movement bigger. That's why this was in news. And I told you that you can incorporate in your essay and something like that. So it's very important news. Next is, guys, sale of stakes for Air India. Air India is a state-owned carrier, and I mean, this was in this sector has got debt-ridden, right? So that's why government was thinking to sell its stake, right? So the news was like government is planning to sell its stake, and the main news which might come in prelims is that who prepare the options of sale for the any public thing. That the department is DIPAM, Department of Investment and Public Asset Management. All right, and it is under Ministry of Finance. All right, just remember it. DIPAM is under Ministry of Finance, and it prepares the option of sale for any public stakes. All right, and now the main thing comes here. It prepares option of sale for any public asset management, for any public assets, but the money obtained from selling of this public asset is refinanced by the order of Department of Expenditure. All right, when it comes to preparing of how to sell, then DIPAM will do that work. But when it comes to expending that money, then that will be commanded by Department of Expenditure. Remember, and both DIPAM and Department of Expenditure comes under the Ministry of Finance. All right, next was Ganjam Coast. Dosto, guys, basically the thing is that this was in news because in Ganjam Coast of Odisha many fish died, right, due to certain reasons. So you just don't have to learn that reason, but the main thing is a question might come that where the Ganjam Coast is located, then it will be Odisha. All right, next is International MSME Day on 27 June. Today is, guys, International MSME Day, and this is the first time the world is celebrating this International MSME Day. All right, so there are a few facts which was being given in paper. I thought of including it. So the facts are like it will be celebrated by International Trade Center, which is a subsidiary organization of WTO, World Trade Organization, and UNCTAD, United Nations I'm forgetting it. United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. All right. So it is a subsidiary organization of these two, and it provides the trade-related technical assistance to developing and economies in transition. All right. Just remember this point. The trade-related technical assistance is given to developing and economies in transition, not developed countries. All right. It doesn't give this technical assistance to developed countries, because this is the main thing which was given in you can get it from Wikipedia. All right. So next, its headquarters is in Geneva. All right. So it is I told you that it is a very first ever International MSME Day, and the theme this time kept was small business, big impact. All right. So theme also we have to remember sometimes. So in India, what happens is like for June International MSME Day, India is taking the issue of coir industry, right? So there was this advertisement given in the Hindu. I thought of including it. So choir, let's see a bit about Choir Board of India. It is a statutory body which is being enacted under the Choir Industry Act of 1953, and it functions under the MSME. All right, we just have to remember this. And few initiatives under the choir sector they have mentioned. So I am not going to discuss all these things. You can pause the video and remember, just read it yourself. So Choir Udyami Yojana, Aspire, and Choir Vikas Yojana are some of the initiatives which are in this direction only. All right. So this was all about this news. Next is national education policy, guys. To make the frame the final national education policy, Dr. K. Kasturi Ranjan committee has been appointed. Right. Committees are very, very important. Excuse me. Previous year and previous to previous year also they have asked about it, so we just have to remember about these committees. All right, so national education policy, K. Kasturi Ranjan committee. The next and the very last prelims focused is India matches the world in atmospheric carbon dioxide level. Guys, the satellite data has been dispatched this time. So this is the very first ever picture of atmospheric carbon dioxide concentration which has been given by satellite data over India, right? So this is the Indian picture. You can get it. I just got it from the Hindu, all right, newspaper. So I just thought of including it. The thing main concern is that the carbon dioxide level is way above the safety mark. Guys, can you see it? The very red regions are mostly, they are mostly carbon dioxide affected region. I mean, there's main proportion of carbon dioxide level is in these red and dot regions only. Right. Also, the satellite data shows the concentration of highest over Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. As you can see, I told you, and the lower rate is on the South India. All right. So South India, you can see, it's almost lower, the rate is very low. All right, so this was all about it. And one of the main other fact was given that these if this carbon concentration of this carbon dioxide level increases to an extent, then what they can do is they can trap enough heat, and which can further trigger extreme climate events. All right, so guys, this was all about it, and we will meet tomorrow with few new prelims focused news discussion. Till then, bye bye, take care.